What's up YouTube? I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. This video is going to be the long promised review of my BMW M3. You can see it right there in the back. It's all ready to go. I'm going to mainly talk about upkeeping the car, what it costs to maintain it, things that could go wrong if you're in the market for a pre-owned, and things to look out for when you're shopping for one, and of course how the car drives and what I think about it. Again, this is my car, I purchased it, so I might be a little bit biased on this video as far as what I like about it and what I don't like. First, we're gonna take it to a car wash, get it quickly cleaned up for you so you can see it, what it looks like at its best, and then we're gonna take it for a spin and talk about it a little bit more. So stay tuned, let's go for a ride. As you guys can hear, I don't know if you can actually hear me talking right now. The car is extremely loud. I have aftermarket exhaust system on there, catless, so my check engine light is on because I have no catalytic converters and have yet going for a tune. It's coming up soon. I'm going to be taking the car for a tune and getting that deleted. So on my dash you are going to see a check engine light, and that is for running the car with no catalytic converters. All done. We'll grab a drink. Let's go. Just the venti, passion iced tea lemonade, sweetened, please. Alright guys, this is the review for my M3. I'm excited. I'm really excited to let you guys know what I think about the car and how it drives and how it behaves and what my thoughts are in owning this car for about 2 years now, and I put 30,000 miles on the car. Overall, this car is amazing. Trust me, it is. For the money and what you can get, this is just one of the best cars out there right now. It sounds amazing. The wheels get loose really quick. And it's fast. I mean, 414 horsepower. Right now I have my catalytic converters taken off and straight full exhaust system all the way to the back, so it gives me a little more power. The E90 M3 is one of the last true mechanical cars that BMW built. M4s and M3s right now, they all have the problem as far as having the electronic power steering assist that really takes away the feel that you get from the car. Like that, you will never feel that right there. I mean, they say it reduces fatigue, but what it really does is take away from the experience as far as driving the vehicle and feeling every bump on the road and getting that feedback from the car. I mean, a lot of people loved the M4 when it came out, and now there's a lot of them for sale, and there's a reason why. I mean, they're good cars, but they're not great cars anymore, and this is a great car.
Red light camera ahead.
As far as driving this M3, the way it's supposed to be driven, it rewards you every day. It really does. With the sound, with the feedback it gives you. The E92 M3 truly gives you an exotic driving experience as far as with that sound, as far as with the drivetrain that you get with this car, and that high revving V8. Something I can tell you right now is if you're in the market for one of these cars, you want to get the dual clutch transmission. The dual clutch transmission gives you a totally different driving experience when driving the M3. It really does. I mean, it makes it feel like you're driving an exotic. so quickly. Even people when they're sitting next to your passengers and you shift through the gears, they're kind of stunned on how quickly it actually shifts. Let's listen to it. It's aggressive. It's very aggressive, and it sounds amazing. The downshifts, it's so on point. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I mean, I've drove both of them. I drove the manual transmission E92, and I drove the dual clutch transmission. And I can tell you right now that the dual clutch transmission is far better. It really is. It's still a manual. You're not going to be driving this car in automatic mode ever. The automatic mode on the dual clutch transmission M3 sucks. It's horrible. It shifts incorrectly. The points of shifting is wrong. They're totally wrong. You will find yourself driving this car mostly in manual mode. The only thing is you don't have a clutch anymore, but it is fun. It's fun because it's going to give you the exotic powertrain experience for the money. You can't get anything else but this right here. Really, I mean, even if you're looking at M3s with over 100,000 miles, you can find them now for around $25,000, which is ridiculous for what you get. Sure, you gotta spend the money to maintain it, and you gotta make sure the previous owner maintained that car correctly. But if you find one, buy it. I'm going to be keeping this M3 for quite a long time. I don't plan on selling him, mainly because I think this car is actually going to be a future classic. The only M3 built with a V8. This I will keep. This car has just been awesome. It really, truly has been an awesome car to own. Okay guys, so for the maintenance, the M3 is not too crazy, not too expensive to maintain. Of course, it's more than your average car that's on the road right now. Your average oil changes will run you between $250 to $200 depending on where you go. Sometimes you do end up at the dealership because they do have some specials going on, and you get a good deal on it. So that's what oil change runs for the M3, at least in my area. Other maintenances that I've done to the car that I can tell you how much they cost, it would be my spark plugs. My spark plugs cost $500 to get all spark plugs replaced with OEM spark plugs. My brake flush, that cost $150. At the dealership they wanted $275. As far as topping up all the fluids and things like that, I did that myself, so I just bought the parts and did them. There was no labor, it was quite cheap. I almost forgot the tires, the Michelin Super Sports. I actually just had those done. They cost around $350 each, so all 4 tires do cost quite a bit of money. It makes all the difference after you replace it. It feels like a totally different car. The next big maintenance that's coming up is my brakes. My brakes have to be done very soon. Might be best for me just to get a big brake kit and install that instead. So yeah, that's for the maintenance on the car. Overall, the maintenance is not expensive as far as little things here and there. The car's been very, very good. And I did some mods to it. As you can see, I talked about it already. I have a full exhaust system on there with no cats. I put the carbon fiber lip on the back, got my blacked out license plates here in California, and I customized some other things in the interior that are very, very minor. Overall, it's a beautiful car, handles awesome, not an expensive car, not a really, really expensive car to maintain either, and a really reliable vehicle. So check it out for yourself, and maybe grab yourself one of these.